All right, so I want to try out a variety of different builds on PBE with the season 14 items. Gonna try out like on hits, tank. I don't know. We'll figure out what we like. But I want to start off with on hit build. We're going lethal tempo and stuff. I'm gonna be building things like experimental hex plate, which I mean I guess it's not really technically an on hit item, but it's got attack speed on it, so it counts. And then also terminus. That is like the main new on-hit item. I think we're gonna go ahead and just rush Bork this game, just because Bork is so standard to like Warwick's on-hit builds. I would love to just rush the new items every single time. But if we're trying to like test out real builds here, we would be rushing Bork because Bork is always going to help you bring targets below half health the fastest with its passive. So if you're going on-hit Warwick, that's probably what you're gonna be wanting to build first every single time. So we'll see how that goes. I came onto PBE to try out more of the different item builds, but I completely forgot about the map changes themselves. I think I overall really like them. I mean, we'll have to see. Okay, this gank for me is kind of awkward, but hey, kind of gets the job done here. Managed to burn a flash off of that. Okay, let's see if we can get this. Taking dragon, like at least soloing dragon, is a little bit safer here because there's no pixel brush here. It feels like there's just more space around here. But if you're like a team taking dragon, it's not as good because you don't have as many like bushes that you can camp and zone enemies off of. One of the things that sucks about being behind in League is that it's like too easy to get zoned off of important objectives. I think the team that's ahead should just like win like a straight up team fight rather than, you know, being able to just zone enemies off of objectives so easily. Okay, my smite's almost up here, so I'm gonna just kind of wait for my smite. There we go. Oh man, I almost managed to get that. Teemo's a little bit. Oh, this gank eagle is actually a little bit tougher. Yeah, it'd be easier for Teemo to ward at least. It's fine. Got the job done. Nice. All the way for safety. And we clutch it. We boots of swiftness just to maximize our movement speed. We need as much movement speed as possible just so we can stick onto our enemies because we have plenty of attack speed. We just need the movement speed to be able to like actually utilize our attack speed bonuses. And then we're going straight into terminus here. Now we just have Karthus help us with clearing the red buff. Thank you, good sir. Now we just go ahead and take some plates here. Farm up towards our terminus. Wait, we actually are kind of shredding this turret with the void grubs here. Wow. All right, we have our terminus now. Let's see what it does. You know, I said that we were gonna go experimental hexplate here, but I might want to try out Kraken Slayer actually, because they just changed Kraken Slayer on PBE. It doesn't deal like ramping damage anymore. It only deals bonus damage based off the target's missing health, which would be a really good combo with Bork, because Bork will help me shred people that are high HP, and then Kraken Slayer is gonna help me shred people with low HP, which means my damage should just be like really good against like basically everyone at all times. Okay, wait, our damage there is pretty freaking nuts though. That's like, that is legit damage. That is legit damage, and that's not just the Bork, that is also the terminus there. Tell you what. Oh shit, he actually flashed for me there. It's okay. Yeah, I think we just try Kraken Slayer here. I kind of want to go Bork, Terminus, new Kraken Slayer, and then we can go into the experimental hexblade afterwards. Now, one thing I will say about experimental hexblades, it's going to give us our tankiness that we kind of need. Because with this build out as it currently stands, we're kind of too squishy. I mean, maybe if something like a Titanic Hydra would also be good. Okay, the terminus there. I wanted to see if I could get away with a turret dive like that, and boy, could I. That was actually pretty nice. So yeah, check out Kraken Slayer now. It does up to 400 total bonus damage. Like, that's crazy. That is a lot of damage. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude, that's the Kraken Slayer is like crazy here. What is that Kraken damage? That is actually so strong. When you combine Bork with Kraken Slayer, your damage here is ridiculous. I kind of want to try that out a little bit more. Okay. Oh my gosh. We did it, baby. We still managed to die, though. Chemo burn is pretty real. Like, you can see our damage is so big. Holy moly. Look at our damage. Look at the damage. Dude, our on hit is actually like cooking them. The damage, I don't know like where all the damage is coming. It's kind of hard to tell because they don't really show the numbers here, but I'm pretty sure a lot of this is the Bork and the Kraken. The Terminus did, I think, have like a pretty strong effect there though, just because I was able to fully stack it really quickly. I think if you're not playing against like enemies that are like super tanky though, it's probably not as good to go Terminus. But if you're playing against squishies and stuff, this Kraken Slayer is doing some work. And I also got, and with the experimental Hexblade, now I have a lot of movement speed when I cast my ultimate, so I'll be able to, plus the attack speed. Damn, I am squishy. You're very, very squishy with this build. That's the downside. Huh. That's funny. Okay, last item. What do we get here? Because we don't need more on-hit damage. It's not like I want to get like a Rage Blade or anything like that. It's just straight up not going to help. I mean, it'll be fun. Don't get me wrong, it'll be fun, but it won't help. I think Wit's End with the Tenacity would help against Teemo, honestly. Phantom Dancer would honestly give me a lot of movement speed.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Which one would it be? Too bad. I think we just go with Wit's End though. I think we could just go with Wit's End here, honestly. I need some MR. Maul would be pretty good, but I think Tenacity will synergize a little bit better with the on-hit build. We'll see. Gosh. Absolutely murdered them. My ultimate essentially like just one shots. I just ult and I Q one of these squishies and they just die. That's the problem. Nice. Oh my lord. Like, this damage that I'm dishing out is actually legit. It is, I'm kind of squishy, but you know, it's not too bad. It really isn't too bad. I mean, I get some resist from Terminus and I got MR from Wits. I got some health from experimental Hexblade. This is the most DPS I've ever dealt with Warwick. All right, so this game we're gonna be trying out a tankier Warwick build. There's a lot of different tank items that have well, been added to the game actually with the new changes. I'm not sure how many of them are really great for Warwick in particular. And also Gargoyle Stoneplate got removed, which is one of Warwick's best tank item options, at least later on in the game. So that kind of sucks. But I think with the new Titanic Hydra, at least tank Warwick is going to be a lot better in the early mid game as a jungler, because previously Titanic Hydra was a very stat stick item that scaled more, wasn't very strong early on. You didn't really have that upfront burst that you get now. And the build path also kind of sucked. So previously tank Warwick in the jungle is just like, at least on live, just isn't really that great because it just takes too long to be useful, even though it scales well. But with the new changes, Titanic Hydra being better, I think that's there's some options here. Now, one thing to consider is now before the season 11 item changes, tank Warwick, whenever I would go tank Warwick, I would always go like a Bruiser item like Triforce as my second item. So I'd go something like Cinderhawk into Triforce, and then I'd start building tank items again. I think that's probably what you'll be wanting to do now. That's because Iceborne's a little bit nerfed. It's not going to be nearly as strong as it was before. I think you're only going to really want to go Iceborne when you're playing against a lot of like heavy AD. But I'm thinking Triforce second, or maybe even Terminus. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think like the sound of Titanic Hydra rush into Terminus second makes a lot of sense. I mean, you're gonna get like a lot of on-hit damage. You're gonna get a lot of health, which will allow you to stay alive long enough to stack up your Terminus. When your Terminus is stacked up, you'll have a bunch of resist, which complements all the health you get from Titanic Hydra. You have plenty of burst from Titanic. You have plenty of DPS from Terminus. I think that sounds like a really good 1-2 item combo, and then you can just start building like full tank afterwards. I'll have a solid Warwick build going on. So that's actually what I want to try out this game. Is I want to try out Titanic Hydra first, and then Terminus second. I will say that with Triforce, maybe Triforce against a team like this is going to be better as a second item because enemy team's really squishy, which means the upfront burst from Triforce is going to be better. With Terminus, I think if the enemy team comp is a little tankier and you get more value out of DPS, then Terminus second might be good. But we're still going to just force it and just see how it feels. Maybe it just feels better than Triforce outright. So we'll see how that goes. But I still think that the build sounds definitely worth trying. Let's counter this. Oh yeah, this. Okay. Okay. Just got flash, right? Oh, nice. Let's go ahead and take the Krugs or the Void Grubs right now. Why not? Let's see how this goes. I'll tell you what, dude. When those Void mites spawn there on me, that they actually like destroy me. I know that like Warwick generally doesn't take any damage from jungle camp. These actually murder me. All right. Let's go. Don't even need an alt. We are absolutely chilling here. Again, we're going into Titanic Hydra. New Tiamat obviously is just better than old Tiamat. Well, I guess you are losing 5 AD, so I guess it's not outright better, but I think in general, it's going to feel a little bit better. And then this Tunneler is a much better item component in the jungle than just, you know, like the raw, like than a Giant's Belt was. Warwick is a champion that needs some offensive power in the jungle early to have kill pressure in lanes, and as well as to help him clear his jungle. You just need to be able to build that. You don't really care about defensive stats early on. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just going to go try to kill this Teemo here. Because I'm not a fan of Teemos. I'm really not a fan of Teemos, actually. Let's go. What I'm talking about. Well, let's see how this Void Grub damage feels here. Oh my god, we just murked this. We're melting these plates. Like, actually, I'm not gonna lie, getting these Void Mites early, like, it really does give you so much damage versus the turret. It doesn't look like a ton, but because it's true damage, which means that, like, as these plates start to, you know, go down more and more, the damage from it is much more meaningful. Like, at the start, it doesn't matter too much, but as you start to, the Void Grub's damage, burn damage is much more impactful. All right, so we got our Titanic Hydra now. Again, this is just way better than the old Titanic Hydra. At least like early on, like Titanic Hydra on live is probably better as the game gets late. So it does let you like kind of 1v9 a little bit more like later on in the game, but I really do miss the one with the active, and I'm very happy that we got that back. Okay, cast our W here and see if we can maybe chase this down. I don't have ultimate or anything. Oh, nice. Nice, let's go. Oh, nice, let's go. That's what I'm talking about, boys. Oh, I think we just go ahead and just try to get the last of the Void Grugs here. It's not like anyone's gonna be able to take them from us anyway. He moves over here. He's gonna try. Nice effort there, Teemo. Not on my watch. We still got our ultimate up, which means that, and also Elisa's bot lane, which means we can just take this in front of Auction's face. If he tries, he just dies here. Yeah. There's just no hope there. Very bad decision from his ends, which is, I guess, what do you expect from PP? Let's go, boys. We got 6 Void Grubs. This means that we spawn 2 Void Mites or near the turret. We attack the turret, something like that. Wait, how does it work actually again? When you attack the turret, you spawn the 2 Void Mites. Or it's not even when you actually auto attack. It's like when you actually right click on it, you spawn the Void Mites. That's really interesting because it means you can be out of range and proc the Void Mites just by right clicking the turret. Right there. That is the burst damage that you can get with the Titanic Hydra plus active plus all. I mean, I guess she's 0-4, right? That's about as squishy as most champions are going to be at this stage of the game anyways. Like most squishy champions at least. It'd be the same versus an ADC. Nice. Good effort, my man. Okay, I got no ult. I actually can't do anything versus these guys. I'm just gonna have to walk away. If I had my ultimate, I'd be down, but no shot without it. Okay, I think we just recall, get our Terminus now. Let's see how this goes. I actually have high hopes with this. I think Terminus in like a straight up on hit build is not going to be very impactful. I don't really have much faith in it. Like as you guys saw from the last game, it just, I don't know. I don't think it feels like it's going to be like, you're not going to get the most value out of it going full on hit Warwick because you just don't have the defensive power. You don't have enough on hit synergy to make it work. But with if you're going tanky, then you're going to be able to stack this up reliably. And that's really where the power of this item is going to shine. This is an item that's weak until you get it stacked up like 6 seconds into a fight. And you need the tankiness to be able to do that. The one thing about new Titanic Hydra, the cooldown is, I mean, it's so low. And it's not the fact that it just hasn't acted. It's like, I'm going to have to use this like frequently. And I'm not going to be used to it for a while. I mean, I don't know. I feel like maybe Boots of Swiftness here will help just because we're going like a little bit more, we're leaning more towards on hit. Like it's like an on hit tank. Next item, though, I'm not really sure what we're gonna go with. We could go Deadman's Plate, which I guess Sleeve of Slow Resist now is 200 more gold, so I don't know if that's really like worth. Actually, oh no, it's not 200 more gold. I think they reverted that nerf. So they just added the 25% slow resist. That makes it actually not too bad. I was gonna say that initially they added 200 gold to the cost. The total cost was 3,100 gold, I'm pretty sure, which made it a lot less attractive. And it was already kind of a weak item, but now it's. I was just buffed. Oh, that's a fun one right there. I mean, Iceborne wouldn't be too bad. Iceborne not only does it not give as good stats anymore, it also just doesn't slow nearly as much as it did before, which kind of, and it doesn't give the damage reduction, which kind of sucks. I mean, I feel like Randorn's is good. I mean, I could try this Unending Despair, see how this feels. I actually think this item like just doesn't look very good. Like it just looks like it doesn't proc enough, or it's not strong enough of a proc every 7 seconds. But I could try it. I mean, why not, right? Let's just try it. Give it a try. I need some armor. Most of the new items for tanks in season 14 are magic resist items. You got Hollow Radiance here, which is just magic resist version of Sunfire. Probably going to be more of like definitely more of a laning item. You're not going to get as much value in the jungle with that. Hainic Rukern is just basically Maw for tanks, which is kind of interesting. Pretty good stats. Force of Nature, I think, is buffed. Jack Show just gives you a little bit of everything. It's the replacement for Stone Plate, but I will say that it's, I don't know, it's not as good as Stone Plate, and it's definitely more of like a late game item. Nice. Okay, that's just kind of handed to me. Little quad here. All for the gap close. Let's go. Do they see that? See that burst damage from the Titanic though? Like, holy moly. We're gonna drive the Rift Herald and it's gonna work this time. Last time I tried this, it did not work. Let's go. Booyah. That right there is money. What? Okay, I swear that stuff's bugged. I don't understand how it works. I literally am aiming it. I'm aiming it the right direction. It's just sometimes just does not work. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Dead Man's Plate probably is going to be a big money move here, especially when you're playing against a team like this that's very range heavy. Dead Man's Plate is going to be kind of the play, but I really do want to just test out this Unending Despair. Oh my god, like that damage there with the Titanic Hydra proc is crazy, man. It's just crazy. Like, it's actually wild. Oh, so actually interesting thing about this is it says it procs against nearby enemy champions. Oh, okay, so this item, holy moly, I completely misunderstood this item. It procs on everyone nearby, does it not? At least the way it reads makes it seem like it procs on multiple enemies. Boom. If it procs on multiple enemies, then that's actually really good on Warwick. I thought it just applied to one person at a time. It doesn't have a range indicator, which makes me think that it only applies to one person. I have no clue. Let's go. Let's go. Big. Like, I feel like the Unending Despair, it's really hard to tell like how good it is. So there's not like a really good, like, strong, it's not like a super strong effect. There's not really a strong visual indicator for it either. I think that did apply to both of them actually right there. Oh, damage, man. I just absolutely love it. Okay, wait, this is a penta angle, unironically. This is a penta angle here. Actually a penta angle. Let's do it. Let's do it. The Titanic Hydra Terminus combo, I feel like, I mean, it really didn't like shine. Like, the Terminus didn't really shine a ton this game just because of the team comp. And also, I was just really fed, so I wasn't able to like really properly like skirmish a bunch. But I definitely think that this is a combo definitely worth trying out. That's the build. Let me know what you guys think.